In this video I'm going to be talking about Windows 7, some of its features, how to navigate around, some of the new stuff, how to uninstall and install programs, create users, stuff like that. So first let's cover some of the new things Windows 7 had to offer. One of the cool things was I can't get this virtual machine to connect to the internet, but if I could, we could open up some windows. And when you were to hover over here, instead of it just showing you this, it would actually show you a screen of what window and what tabs were open. You would actually see a small version of the window and you could just click and select it. It's really cool. If you are, like, say you're on the internet or something, this little button here is the show desktop. Click it, bam, you're on the desktop. Click it back, you're right back where you wanted to be. Pretty cool. The taskbar down here is pretty neat. You can add frequently used programs to it, like Microsoft Word or Office, or not Office, but Access, or whatever it is you use a lot. And to do that, you just go and find the program. I don't have any of those. We'll just use the calculator as an example. So we go to the program, you right click it, and you pin it to the taskbar, which is down here. To pin it to the start menu, pins it right here. This is the start menu. So if we click pin to the taskbar, there's our calculator. It's down here on the taskbar, so it's always available to us. And if you don't like the order they're in, you can just left click and drag them and change the order to whatever you like. And then say you don't want that program on there anymore, just right click it and click unpin from the taskbar, and it goes away. It's pretty cool stuff. To change like the display settings and stuff, just right click the screen. You want to go to personalize, and here you can change your desktop. You can personalize. They have themes you can use. You can also go and use your own pictures and stuff. It's just like other operating systems. This right here, you can change when it says window color, it just means the top. Like this, that's the color of the window. So if you don't like that, you want a different color, you can go in and change it. A good thing to do is, on this one right here, I just have the administrator account's the only one I have on there. And if you're using this operating system just for you, it's a good idea, even though you're the only one that's on it ever or anything, that you have an administrator account and then your own account. And what happens then is it keeps everything separate. So if actually you accidentally download some piece of malware or something that's really bad, and it ends up every time you log on you just have tons of problems, you can just get on the administrator account and delete that account, and then whatever problem was associated with that account is gone. But you do lose some of the files and stuff, but it's better than losing everything. So to create new accounts, you want to go to the start button down here, go to the control panel right here, user accounts and family safety. Right here you can add an account. So let's go ahead and add one. Create new account. We're going to call this account Dad. Dad's a standard user, not an administrator. You want as few administrators as possible because they have access to everything and can they can delete accounts, they can change passwords, they can install programs, they can update drivers. They can make the computer run and make it also not run. So we're going to create this account, and then if we click on this one, we can give him a password. We're just going to make his password Dad so I can remember it. And here it's just telling you you can put in a password hint. So if your password was your favorite dog or whatever, you put my favorite pet, whatever. So we've got him done, and you can see up here which window we're in. You can navigate through the address here. So we're going to go back to user accounts. Forgot what I was going to do. Oh, changing your picture is really simple. It's just the picture next to your name when you log on. If you pick this, you hit change, changes the picture. And a regular user, like we just made Dad, he can change his picture too. It's not something the administrator has to do. So let's create one more account. We'll call this one Son. We're going to make him a standard user also. And we're going to give him a password. So now that we have those accounts done, let's say we want to log off the administrator account and log on to a different account. Just go to the start button, the arrow right here lets you choose if you want to hibernate, restart. We want to log off. So we just click log off, and then when the new screen shows up, it's going to have all the accounts that are available to be logged on to. So we're going to go with Son, and it wants his password so he can log on. This is just telling me that my little trial period has ended. You can see down here it's not a genuine copy of Windows, so it's just for my educational purposes. So here we're logged on to the Son's account. So something he can do, let's say he goes into the documents here, and he wants to make a new folder called Homework. And then inside that folder he wants a couple of folders, one called History and one called Math. And then he can have folders inside these folders. Inside History, maybe he's got one for World War I, and then he's got one for the Civil War, whatever. Math, same thing. He could have several folders, calculus, algebra, whatever he's doing. So if we come here to the documents, we've created him a homework folder, and we're going to create him a new one just called My Stuff. So now he's got these new folders. So now if he logs off the computer, we'll go here and he's going to log off, and we'll switch to somebody else's account. So we're going to switch to Dad's account. Okay, so now we're on the Dad's account. We're going to go into that same folder. We were in Documents that we created for the Son. You're going to see he has no folders. That means the Son's folders, they're just on his account. That's what I was talking about earlier with the it's kind of a security, like fail-safe. So if the Dad every time the Dad logs on, he has tons of problems, pop-ups, or something's just wrong and you can't figure out which program it is, or something wrong in the registry for him or something, but everybody else that logs on is just fine. The daughter logs on, son logs on, everything's fine. The administrator can just get on, delete that one bad account, and he can start over. So that's pretty cool. And then let's try and do something. This is not a administrator account, so let's try and go and do something like in the control panel or in the device manager, which if we right click the computer under the start screen and go to properties, now it brings us up. This tells you what operating system you're running right here, Windows 7. Gives you system information, what you named your computer. But right here we go to device manager, and it's going to give us a list of all the devices. right here, logged on as a standard user, won't let me make any changes. It's kind of like a little safety thing, you know, if you have an 8-year-old kid or something and they like to poke around in the computer, this keeps them from, you know, accidentally uninstalling drivers and removing hardware and software and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Windows 7 is a really good operating system. Although if you still have Windows XP, you're probably good to go. I would skip Vista. If you need a new operating system, I know XP's, I checked on them the other day, they were kind of expensive on eBay and stuff. So Windows 7 is a great operating system. Do you want to personalize stuff? It's pretty simple. Themes for your desktop, colors for the windows, once again, piece of cake. The control panels are fantastic. This will give you a list of your programs and allows you to uninstall programs. So say you're done using something, or you've got a new updated version but it didn't overwrite the original one, so now you kind of have two. You can uninstall the first one. But you can see here the control panel is a great place to you're going to do quite a lot of things. The other cool thing is this help and support. I don't have access to the internet, so I'm only going to have access to the stuff actually in Windows, but if you need help, you can go to help and support. Another really cool thing, searching for programs and files. This search bar is really good. It's not like other ones where they, you know, kind of led you in the right direction. If I had, like, let's see if I can, I'm going to make a folder here called My Stuff. And then if we go here to the search and we type in My Stuff, see it, I think it only looks for files. I know if you have like on my own computer, I have tons of like Word files and Access files, and if I have trouble, you know, if I don't want to sort through the whole list, I don't want to open the folder where they're all at, and there's like 40 of them, and they're all similarly named or something like that, then I can just come right in here, type it, and as you type, they'll start populating the list. It's really, really good. So this has just been a short tutorial on Windows 7, and thank you for watching.